The newest episode of Joel G's indie animated series, ENA, just released, called Power of Potluck. In this video, I'll go through what happens in the short, and then I'll review it and give some closing thoughts. The short starts off with ENA wanting to see something fun. She rings a doorbell on a blue structure and asks to enter. The blue side of her face is floating, detached from her body like a mask. We then get a top-down sequence where she travels through a hallway. ENA talks to a bunny-looking character who hands her a theatre program, which is basically a map. ENA travels through a door and enters an elevator to load into the next area. The first section is called Act 1 Display. This area is themed around pipes, and we meet a crying character on the wall. They say that their tears are of joy, and ENA passes through a curtain into the second act called The Rising. This area is filled with heads, with ENA's mask rotating around. ENA enters the elevator again. ENA travels through an area and her appearance changes, resembling the 1979 game Asteroids. ENA talks to two skeleton children, remarking that she's lost and can't find the next act. The children reveal that ENA is the star of the next two acts. Act 3 and 4 are called Crescendo of a Descent. We get a scene chatting to a character called The Therapist, which starts Act 4, Therapy. ENA talks to the therapist and says all she's gotten from the voyage is incomprehensible feelings and the annoying mask, which causes the mask to get destroyed. The therapist says there isn't any fun in the place, but fun is found in the littlest of moments. He then transports ENA back outside the front door from earlier. Mooney and another character come over where Mooney exclaims that ENA was meant to ring, rung and run. Basically they're playing a game called Ring, Rung, Run, which seems to be similar to Ding Dong Ditch. Instead of ringing the bell and running, ENA instead entered the building and went through the sequences of the short. Mooney asks how fun it was, with ENA saying it was pretty stuffy. Some crying character appears out of the person beside Mooney. Mooney and ENA stare at them, with Mooney saying what and then eating them. The short then rolls the credits. So with the synopsis covered, it's time to get into my review. Overall, this short was amazing, and it's great to see some more content. As some of you may know, the ENA video game called Dream Barbecue was delayed recently. This short should be the perfect bit of content to keep fans engaged while Joel and the team continue to work on the game. Sitting at 9 minutes 52 seconds, it's the second longest ENA episode so far. It's longer than Auction Day and Extinction Party, but shorter than Temptation Stairway. I think it's funny that it's considered a short, but still longer than half the series. The runtime was perfect though, there wasn't any pacing issues and it flowed well. So the overall plot, I reckon, is the most complex out of them all. The main plot is that ENA is playing the Ring, Rung, Run game with Mooney and the other character, but ENA misunderstands and enters the blue building and goes through the 5 acts. It provides an in-universe breakdown of ENA as a character and her personality. I just love how the mask was used to cover up and detach ENA's sad side, while also showing that the two sides aren't always as clear as they seem. The way the mask acts is it's almost like a parasite, and it's covering her sad side with a very happy-go-lucky personality. ENA herself doesn't think and feel that this is real joy, and the therapist comments on it, saying how exaggerated it is, and ENA admits it. This causes the mask to get destroyed, revealing her sad side again, and her emotions are now unmasked. One thing I love about the series is how Joel uses each short to explore some different type of aesthetic from the 90s to the early 2000s. This one was really reminiscent of click-based digital museums, with the 3D renders and the way ENA traversed it. The dialogue boxes with the characters oozed so much personality, though I wish some of them were voiced like in the previous episodes. The art style was superb, and out of all the other indie animated projects, I reckon ENA is my favourite in terms of personality and style. It's just so unique and captivating. The soundtrack, as always, was fantastic. The music that plays during Act 3 and 4 was my favourite, hands down. One thing about this episode is that it's difficult to gauge whether or not Power of Potluck takes place before or after Temptation Stairway. Her voices and appearance resemble the classic ENA and not the one from Dream Barbecue, so it likely takes place before the game. This short features a new voice for Happy ENA, being Griffin Poto. The old voice actor was involved in a pretty serious situation involving SA and abuse. The original masculine voice actor for ENA in Auction Day was also involved in a grooming situation, so that's 2 times that ENA's voice has had to be recast. I think ENA's new Happy voice is wonderful, and Griffin is a good replacement. So overall, I thought the animation was wonderful. I've been a fan of the series for a while, and it's great to finally get around to doing a review on it. I'll definitely do a review of the video game when it eventually releases. If you agree with my takes or have any opinions or video ideas of your own, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.